Hi. So first, let me thank Mike and the QCT team for the invitation. It's my pleasure to be here. And let me tell you one thing. I mean, I love technology, right? And I think my colleagues here did a very good job of convincing you, the importance of technology in our world and how transformation our technology. We're talking about 5G, AI, quantum computing, right? The world is going to be different, right? It's already different today, and it's changing faster and faster, right? So what I'm going to talk today, it's a bit different. I'm going to talk about support services, technology support services. And everything is great, but what happens if something doesn't work as it was expected, right? So how do you solve the problems in a way that you bring innovation and you work on the agility that is needed for the business of today, right? To make sure that you have quality technical support services. So let me move. Why technology is important for the business? I think we talked a lot about that already. But let me mention a couple of things. Availability and stability of the solution is a critical element to having a resilient infrastructure, right? So this is one of the key that we're going to talk. And I think the partnership between QCT and IBM, where we jointly use QCT technology with IBM breadth and depth of support services with global capabilities, right, and global presence, right, will help you do your job much better, right? So this is the area that we're going to focus today. And back to technology, right? One of the things we really focus on is on service innovations, right? So technology support services in the past was seen as break-fix. Something break, you fix. You have remote support, you have field support, you deal with parts, and you just fix things, right? So things have changed completely, right, in this world, right? One of the major trends that we have seen is the do-it-yourself, right? Anything breaks at your home today, instead of calling somebody to fix it, the first thing you do is, you get to a video device or YouTube or something and say, how do I fix this? You order the part, you fix it yourself. It's faster, cheaper, better, but it has to be available, some help for you to be able to do it yourself. So we are evolving in that direction where people are not willing to wait and do the traditional model, right? So a couple of innovations that we have seen in this field, right? One is the use of Watson. Well, you all know IBM Watson technology, right? To better find the answer of what's happening, right? What are the actions that I need to do, how to best fix that problem. So with that, we can reduce first-time fix. We can have much better support and solve it right away instead of trial and error, right? So that is one of the things we're doing. You can see now we are using blockchain for security transactions, for billing, for making sure that you do what you're expecting to do, right, in a way that can be built in trust between different companies, right? One thing that we're investing a lot is augmented reality, right? Is in a way to get somebody that is not as knowledgeable to get support and help so that he can do it himself to solve a problem much faster than if you can do it in remote locations with some support that is not available at the time that the people need, right? So let me pause for a second and run a video here on augmented reality so you can have an idea of what we're doing.
This is Robert, a retail store manager. He stayed late tonight to accept an important delivery. Robert knows that for the business to be successful, everything needs to run smoothly around the clock, but sometimes the unexpected happens. Something goes wrong. The technology you rely on lets you down. In situations like this, you need to identify the problem and find a solution immediately. The good thing is IBM provides all year-round 24/7 support worldwide, with 19,000 dedicated experienced IT specialists providing regional and localized support in 127 languages across 180 countries. Minimum parts are on stock locally for urgent situations. IBM will replace the stock the next day, so you always have what you need at hand. This way you are proactively covered for future incidents, just in case. Augmented Remote Assist empowers you to solve your own hardware issues, whatever expertise is needed, with a simple touch of a button. With a single, fully managed solution, IBM can deal with all devices in your data center, including servers, storage, networking, and security. Time is money, and downtime is expensive. The Augmented Remote Assist solution reduces resolution time, escalations, time spent on site, and actual cost of the support, making complex repairs simple. IBM ensures you have everything you need on premises, and IT specialists to help or remotely guide you through the repair process straight away. Every day, we give our best for our clients so that they are at their best when confronted by daily life challenges. Job done. Another smooth shift for Robert, thanks to IBM. How can Augmented Remote Assist help your business? IBM Technology Support Services.
So that is just one example. How can you use remote assist to solve things faster and better in the way that the customer needs, right? So other innovations that we are working on, we're talking about service platform and predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is something that now everybody knows the concept, but the reality is it requires deep integration between the manufacturer and the support service to be able to understand when something will fail. So you predict a certain behavior that something is going to go wrong, and before you have a problem or an outage, you go there and you fix the problem. So in a way, it saves you a lot because it prevents an outage. And the business of today that you have to run 24/7, you can't afford downtime, right? How much downtime can you afford? Probably it's zero or very near zero, right? So for most of the business. So in case something happens, right, we always looking for how do we solve it faster and avoid it happening. So that's the biggest thing, right? So when you look at technical support, I was mentioning for you the traditional break-fix model, the traditional model where you get the call, you do remote assist, you send a field person, and you change that. This is changing completely, right, to a technology run process, right? And that technology run process uses technology starting with Watson, where you can do from chatbots to understanding the problem in more detail when you do machine learning to make sure that you understand the problem depending on the area of expertise that we are working on, right? And then you can use different methods of dispatching, right? Not that we have all that today, right? But in the future, you can do send parts by drone or whatever, so you can really use technology to the whole extent in a way to avoid a business outage or a problem in your process, right? One of the ways we do that, right? So what are the capabilities that IBM have on this area, right? So we talked a bit here about the agility, so speed and quality of technical support, right? So the first thing that we try to do is to prevent downtime, right? Avoid downtime at any cost. But if something happens, you have to make sure you respond very quickly to solve the problem as quick as possible to avoid any impact in the business, right? And optimize the IT and user for productivity so you avoid losing productivity and all that. What that does is help you get a better quality of service to your customers where they're going to seem transparent for everything. Everything works all the time as expected, right? So a few of the capabilities we have, you can look here, right? We mentioned on the video the 19,000 support specialists, right? We do support today more than 30,000 different products. We have almost 600 parts center here in the world, support centers. 40% reduction in resolution time when we started using Watson, and this is a learning tool, so you can expect these numbers to continue going up, right, significantly over time. We do have the research laboratories, 94% first-time resolution, so you don't need to get a return in most of the cases, right? And combined of 6 million hardware and software requests. And by the way, we don't only provide support for hardware break-fix, we also provide support for software, right? I remember when I was starting my career a long time ago, a person told me that, hardware will eventually fail and software will eventually work, right? So what we have to do is make sure that those things work seamless together in a world that we can't avoid for any problem to happen. And that's what we are here to provide support for, right? And the way we do that, right, the capabilities we have, is based on a lot of investment in research and technology. We have a dozen centers over the world with medals of science, awards. You know about the IBM patents that we have on this area and many others, right? So we're really investing in creating the technology of the future to support your business needs. So when you get the capabilities that QCT have, right, combined with the IBM support capabilities, I think we have a very strong platform for you to work on, right? So thank you very much for the time. Looking forward to talk to you later on. Bye.